no rehearsal. Learn quickly, they'll come for your blow. Games they play, can't take it personal. Cause the devil is a lie. Hey, I'm telling you the truth. Hey.
It's all in what you do. Hey, some things you gotta do. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free, hit the subscribe button. The music was kind of low, man. My bad. Hey, feel free. The link is gonna be in the description box. Feel free to support the we got $1,500. We're trying to get 5K. We want to do our own award show for 2020. We're gonna hang in there. We're gonna get it. By now, we've seen the Bob Arum interview here, the exclusive in the barbershop. And you've seen everyone respond to it, whether it be Tyson Fury saying he's not fighting Deontay Wilder, Teofimo Lopez, ill-advised, non-existent contract. Only Bob Arum can send contracts. But Keith Thurman comes out and explodes on Bob Arum, complaining about a contract. And he wants to punch Bob Arum in the face and whatever the case may be. This is getting real interesting. COVID is revealing itself right before our very eyes. And before I get into this, I need y'all to see the bigger picture. The fans' money is the key to all this. The fans' money is the key to all of this. Okay. Follow the money trail and just listen and pay attention for a couple of minutes in the barbershop. All right. Don't forget, One Night in Miami comes out at midnight tonight. I got my shirt, man. One Night in Miami. I can't wait, man. As soon as I click that in broadcast channel, I'm going in the back, going downstairs in my room, and I'm going to watch One Night in Miami, man. Jim Brown, Sam Cooke, Malcolm X, Muhammad Ali, One Night in Miami, you know. So anyways, and that was the only vacation Malcolm X ever took in his life, as I digress back into reality of this. What at the end of the day, what I want is the fans to realize their power. We don't have to take what they give us any longer. We have independent media outlets like myself, and your favorite YouTube channel is definitely independent. Whether they align themselves for certain favors or certain relationships, that's on them, but they have the right to be independent. And with that being said, the truth in boxing can come from all sort of angles. The one blessing with no union in boxing is that anyone can cover boxing. You know what I mean? Anyone can get access to the fighters. They don't have no rules that they have to abide by. Now let's jump into this really, really quick. Keith Thurman and Shawn Porter are upset at Bob Arum because he offered them $1 million. Now I know the impulse reaction is fuck Bob Arum, he's cheap, all that. All the above is true. History proves that Bob Arum is cheap. He loses fighters when it's time to pay him, and they go on and to greener pastures, Floyd Mayweather, and et cetera, right? All that being true. But let's just look at it from a business perspective, right? Keith Thurman, Shawn Porter, who is number 2 and 3 in terms of the welterweights, in terms of value, right? Shawn Porter had the PBC show. He no longer has it. Shawn Porter is a broadcaster currently, but I think it's a a la carte type of independent thing. It's non-contractual. You know, they hire him per show, it looks like, because he's not doing nothing else as it pertains to PBC. Now, with that being said, I need the fans to follow me. This is about fans taking the power back. Okay. This is not politics as usual. We don't want to go back to the way it was. We're going to demand the fights that we want. And how we know we can demand the fights we want? Bob Arum don't want to pay for a fight. And Al Heyman, Al Heyman don't want to pay for Shawn Porter versus Keith Thurman. You literally, before COVID, before COVID, Keith Thurman offered Bob Arum $10 million. You know why? Because he knew there was money in the bank at PBC, and he knew he was going to get a fight. But now COVID done changed everything. Ticket sales and concert dates are all fucked up. You know, Drake was a huge part of the PBC success now. All right, now let's be clear. Drake's 100 city tour, worldwide tour is very, very important to Al Heyman's bottom line and securing deals to get these boxing matches there. You understand what I'm saying? So Al Heyman does a fabulous job. I'm not all this is about. I'm not talking about Al Heyman. I'm talking about the business model. Okay, just Al Heyman runs Heyman Boxing, and Bob Arum runs Top Rank Boxing. Right. There's a glitch in the system now, and the glitch favors the fans. Al Heyman don't want to pay for Keith Thurman. Al Heyman don't want to pay for Shawn Porter. Bob Arum don't want to pay for Terrence Crawford. Bob Arum don't want to pay for Keith Thurman. Bob Arum don't want to pay for Shawn Porter. Who does that leave in the cold? The fighters ain't getting checks. No, the fighters aren't getting checks coming in. Shawn Porter works for NBC. I saw him do a fight on Thursday night. I saw him do a fight on Saturday night with two different networks. NBC. You've never seen that before. This is the first time I think I've seen that. PBC fighters typically just worked on their own network, and that's what I need you guys to understand. They're not going to be loyal to us when it comes to their bottom line. Floyd Mayweather, Conor McGregor, Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao, Bob Arum, Al Heyman playing this game till they 37, 38 years old. We should have got that fight when they were 32 and 31, and then maybe a rematch at 32 and 33. It's about business models. It's about us taking our power back, and I believe now is the time. And I believe this platform is powerful and big enough to lead the charge, to drive that conversation, to drive the dialogue. You understand what I'm saying? And I am excited for the potential of boxing fans just simply getting the fights that they want. We'll pay for it. But we got to stop paying for the BS. All right? We got to stop paying for Amir Khan, Terrence Crawford. Even Terrence Crawford said that fight was BS. We got to stop paying for Tank Davis versus Leo Santa Cruz. When I was growing up, or a year ago on PBC, that was a normal fight. That was a fight on Showtime. But they driving any competitive fight with a name, they're driving it to pay-per-view because they don't want to foot the bill for it. They want the fans to foot the bill for it. And I think now that the truth is being uncovered, Keith Thurman needs a fight. He hasn't worked in 19 months, and he wants to build generational wealth. He's in the last half of his prime as an athlete. What is he, 30, 32, somewhere in there? Shawn Porter's in the last half of his prime as a fighter. Is Shawn 32, 33, somewhere in there? So he's winding down. Terrence Crawford is 33, And at the end of the day, I'm going to tell y'all this, and maybe I'll do this separately. Errol Spence and Deontay Wilder. Errol Spence, Deontay Wilder, Tank Davis on the baby scale, Adrian Broner, and Anthony Joshua in the UK are the only 5 fighters I could think of off the top of my head that has value in this market space. I repeat, Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua, Errol Spence, Adrian Broner, and Tank Davis are the only 5 fighters that has value in this market space. I find it ironic that all 5 of those fighters are black. It's not ironic to me, but it's ironic to everybody else. And that's the truth. And I need you guys to understand your power and your strength and where we're coming from. So anyways, we're going live in 12 minutes, y'all. We're going live. The barbershop is about to open. All is welcome. We're going to have a great time tonight. Obviously, we talking about Keith Thurman. So we're going to rock out. We're going to rock out and have a great time tonight. And yeah, we're going to rock out. So anyways, man, barbershop conversations. I understand that history has proven that Bob Arum is frugal and Al Heyman was paying handsomely. And the fans are basically overpaying for the past years. We paid $100 for Conor McGregor versus Floyd Mayweather. We paid $100 for that shit. I think it's time that fans can take their power back. And we're going to do that. Leonard Ellaby said boxing is bigger than the fans. And Al Heyman is literally letting his fighters go across the street to make fights. Before COVID, they wasn't allowed to do that shit. Now, after COVID, ain't no money coming in. You know what I mean? All the poppers got to become Rolling Stones, man. Wherever they lay they had when he died. Anyways, man, click the Click the GoFundMe, support. And One Night in Miami tonight at midnight. You know what I mean? On Amazon Prime. Can't wait. Barbershop Conversations. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.